Wowee, huh? How's that? Huh? I'm trying to figure this out just like everybody else, so you're going to have to bear with me. I have one of those compact fluorescent light bulbs, and as you can not, it's yellow. So I don't know what the deal is. I just wanted to give you all an update about what I was doing and stuff. So I've been working on a sculpture, and it's here. I'll adjust the camera in a minute. I want to let you know what I was doing for it was not yesterday, but it was the day before. Sorry, all these days are run together, so I'm I have difficulty maintaining because uh, it's like living life, right? And then you're also going to help other people live life. So it's a situation where it's like there's a lot of steps involved. Let's put it that way. So 2 days ago, I had to go rescue James from out in the desert. He was returning from the Apache Chief mine, and he broke a ball joint uh, about halfway, about halfway from the mine to a highway. Uh, so he was harming. Like, figure that out. How's that? That's better than it was, I guess. Who knows, right? Okay, so uh, I had to go rescue James from out in the desert. He broke a ball joint. We had to go out with. He messaged me after I had gone to bed, um, and I didn't get the message. So he was probably out there all night. Um, he got his partner who goes out to the Apache Chief with him to come out and get him, and then take him back to his place and get his tow truck, and then return with the tow truck out in the desert and hook up his truck to his tow truck. This is really out in the middle of the desert. I cannot stress this enough. Uh, his tow truck weighs 18,000 pounds. Okay? When you have a truck that's 18,000 pounds and you're rolling on six wheels in a wash, which is basically a bunch of gravel, a riverbed, right? And a riverbed with a bunch of round gravel with boulders in between. Okay, so it was he had to go flying through the wash in order to maintain any sort of traction. So when we finally get to the truck, then we have to repair the ball joint on his truck and get it to where he can hook it up to the tow truck, and then we can go back through the wash, which we just came through at about 20 miles an hour. Uh, it, um, we had a little bit more traction this time, so it was a little bit slower, but he was able to get her done. I ran out of GoPro time. My 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 GoPro is full. See, my GoPro is full. It's done charging. Um, I hope I have the little card reader for it, because I don't have a little card reader for it, then it's no good. The whole story's just stuck on a card. I got to go get a card reader so I can empty the card and then reuse it, because, well, we've got some other stuff happening at the Apache Chief mine, and I can't divulge anything because, well, Yeah, we're in Arizona. Yeah, no, no, nobody's gonna know anything about what I know. So until it's time. So it's exciting. It is going to be interesting. It, yeah, it's going to be interesting. So I'm also trying to get stuff from the mine. My mine, um, my blue agate has been doing pretty well. I've been getting quite a bit of blue agate. The last couple times I went out there, I kind of had a couple lame digs. So I spotted a little bit of blue seeping up through a seam, and I followed it, and it just went dead end going both ways. I didn't. I spent an entire day, and I walked away with maybe 5 pounds of material. It was horrible. It was a horrible day. And then yesterday I went through and I was just basically kind of scoping the ground for ground scores. And I found some ground scores that came home with about 10 pounds. Another lame day. Uh, then yesterday, after well, let's see, after rescuing James from out on the desert, uh, I then had to come back here and help the lady who was trying to help me sell my ore, which, if you're interested in some blue agate ore, let me know. I have it at in sit rock, which is it's in with the basalt at $10 a pound. A vein material with blue in it, not high grade, medium grade and below. $10 a pound. I'm sorry, $30 a pound for vein material. And if you want high grade, it's at $100 a pound. And that's a seam with high blue color that's insane. You're not going to find it anywhere else. I'm the only guy that has it, so I'm the one digging it. So, okay, so James is repairing his truck. He's got his truck being his ball joint is somehow repaired with the shock repaired, or I don't know, because it's really kind of a sketchy. See, James doesn't really like fix stuff real well. He like just kind of cracker rigs it until until it breaks again. Then he'll cracker rig it again. So uh, I I don't know. So that's where we're at. It will be in a day or so. We will be going back into the Apache Chief mine. Uh, Again, I can't divulge any information. Ah, it's kind of America Unearthed will be envious of us hicks out here in the Arizona desert finding something like what we have found. it's it's very let's go legendary, not quite biblical, but it's going to be legendary because where we found some stuff that's in the mine that's archaeological, maybe. We don't know. So it's all kind of up in there. It's very exciting. I don't know how well it's going to go. Onto my sculptures away from the mine. My sculpture here is it's kind of hard to see it really in 2D, you know. Um, I have it. I have so here's one part of it here. Now he's holding a one of these solar. There was solar yard light, and it was broken, but that glass ball in there is really cool. So I stuffed it with copper wire, and so this is. I think this is gonna like a bomb disposalman. I don't know. He's got this. I came out of a mechanic. No, that's a sewing machine. this is a sewing machine here. I've got some opera glasses here, and this is a, a battery attachment for a ground here. And then I have, okay, well, let's go back on the other side here. Now, I like to do two sides to my sculptures. This side was the original side I started on. I'm sorry, I'm resting this on my knee because it was heavy. It's all copper and brass and iron, so it's heavy. I started out on this side. This guy's got a little horn right here, right? And I didn't know what to miss into. This is part of a stove. It came off. I think this was a regulator, temperature regulator for the oven, right? So it came out of a stove. They told me to take it apart. Okay, cool. So I used the aluminum tubing back here. I went down and I wrapped it around here. You can see where I wrapped it around the body here, and then I came back up and inserted it here. Okay, so it's got a full flow throughout the entire piece. He's got a little guitar here, right? And well, I like to make things movable and stuff, right? So here's his guitar. It moves around, and all of his arms are movable, right? So I've got hinges and swivels, and so he can be playing his horn and swinging his guitar, and well, his hand goes wherever you want to put it, because well, all my sculptures are kind of interactive. So there's another little dude here. I haven't figured out what to do with him yet. I got to put little eyes on him, so it looks like he's grabbing a hold of his hand and operating it or something. I don't know, but there is that part. And then down here, this is a commercial stove, thing for a cook and walk, right? So, but it made a great thing to as a base, right? Because you need something really strong and fat and heavy as a base. So what I did is I used let me see. See? Everything comes apart. So this is the base that goes inside here, right? So this goes like this. Then the gas vent goes right in there, right? So you got the gas that goes in there and shoots in and gives it extra air, but I use it as a great stanchion. So this just slips right in the hole right there, and it bends in, and it makes a great stanchion. Ta-da! Just like that. So, oh, sorry. Wowee, man. Okay. Now, continuing on to show you what else I got, the little dudes that I got within, right? So, I've got the little beaker guy right here, right? So, this little guy looks like Beaker, from the Muppet Show. Okay, and he's got his little arms here that goes back and forth, right? Let me get this. There we go. Goes back and forth, right? And then on the back side, I don't know what it's going to be. I don't know what it's going to be on the back side. Okay, I got to find a gauge or LED screen or something. I've got like something that puts in right here. And that little blank spot right there. Sorry, this is sitting on the table, so it's kind of difficult. I got to drill. See, there's something here There's a lot of action we have here. So, from Russia movies. Oh, I don't, I don't, I've never seen a Russian movie. Okay. Well, I'm, I would, I don't know how to speak Russian. ah, so, so here we are. I'm. Let me see if I can put this back on the table here. So, oh, thank you, Mrs. Arataki. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. So, I've got a little power crystal up here for his little horn, right? A little power crystal, which is an actual Lemurian crystal. It's a double terminated. There's it's a double crystal. There's two crystals that are married together, and then there are it's double terminated, and it is a Lemurian crystal. A Lemurian crystal is a record keeper crystal that is from the Muzo mine in Brazil. So it's a very rare crystal. And let's see. So I wanted to put kind of a hat on this guy here, and I'm not sure what kind of a hat that I would put, because if this guy's singing right here, right, he's got his little eyes all kind of singing, looks like a robot from Transformers. Thank you. I appreciate it. So you got the little dude right there, and he's got his hat and he's got his goggles, but then they switch around to this guy over here who's like, I got him carrying a bomb or something. I don't know what I got. I just put it together, right? I don't know what it turns out to be. It's all up to the individual person who views it, right? So that's what we have here. This is from a refrigerator unit, and I bolted it hardcore here. I'm thinking about going from this point. There's kind of a plain junction here where it just kind of clips off and it's been soldered. What I want to do is I want to put something on here to attach this unit, because this is basically just screwed on here, but it's not really attached to the sculpture itself. So it's only attached by screws, which makes it a non-utilitarian item. So what I have to do is I have to bring, turn it around so you can see it and I don't have to see it. I got to figure out that perception thing. So I got to get it from here, because this is basically just an individual item, right? So we have to break it down to get something from here to his musical point. Okay, so here's his musical point here, where he's blowing his horn, right? So I need to attach something here that will somehow bring in this unit to this unit somehow. Once I'm able to get that blending of that full completion, then steampunk pirate hat. Yeah. So once I'm able to get that completion, I'll be closer to finished. Right now I've got another little piece right here that looks like a boot. This Oh, thank you, Mrs. Arataki. I appreciate it. It's made for all refrigerator parts, stove parts, sewing machines. I have this right here. This is from a mechanical adding machine from the 1940s. So same with this little doohickey up in here, this whole framework. You see this whole square framework right here? This whole square framework is from the inside of an adding machine. And all I've got down here is just a copper wire, very hardcore copper wire that's looks like a burning flame underneath this ball here, right? Now I don't know what the ball represents. It's just something that came to mind as I was putting it together. I had this blob of wire and I had a little round thing. I put them together and there you go. And then I had the salad tongs, which are his hands here. And I provided more of a spiritual attachment to the heart of the individual, right? The heart. If a robot can have a heart, it would be within the center, just like us, right? Because we have to bring our energy out from the center of who we are. So that's what this guy does. He's got his heart here is emanating all the power, right, to bring this up and to hold the flame, the courage, right, the flame of courage to hold the bomb, right, and it's just hanging in there, okay? So he has the courage and the heart to hold the bomb, and so maybe he's blowing a whistle to warn people. Who knows, right? So that's my main problem right now, is attaching this part here to this part here spiritually. So I need to bring it all together and have fruitful endpoints. So within I can't just have this is an endpoint here, okay? If you look at it as a Mandelbrot sequence, okay, everything spirals out to an endpoint in all directions. It just keeps going to different endpoints wherever. Well, this whole thing is an endpoint, but within this endpoint has to have these endpoints, right? And then within that endpoint, there has to be an internal endpoint, right? So the Mandelbrot sequence would dictate that you're coming from your base. You're coming from the base of your framework, and you're expanding upon it, and then you're flowering out, and then you end out with your petals. And that's where I'm at right now. I have my basic framework done. Right now I'm working on all the endpoints. So that's what I'm doing. And let's see. I thought it would be fun to put a little there's a Laverne and Shirley pen, right? And an R. What better pen could there be than an R for an iRobot, right? Okay, so there you go. You have an update on my mining adventures. You have an update on my sculpture. My last sculpture with the little dude that was playing the guitar, that's right there right now, I had to take him apart because it was see it one day. Oh, it will happen. It won't be long, Mrs. Arataki. I guarantee you. I want to get it done. So you don't understand. I've got hundreds of things just right here. And this is not my full inventory. This is only a partial inventory because I'm on vacation working in a mine. So I'm trying to I can only work in the mine when it's daylight because I'm not driving home out of the desert in the dark. Wow, that's not something you do out here. You don't drive in the desert in the dark. No. So when it's dark and I'm awake, I need something to do other than writing my book and fiddling around. I consume my day with uh, putting stuff together. I have 4 file cabinets full of stuff at home in Missouri. So that's where I'm at with all this stuff. I'm wanted to let you guys kind of see where I'm at. I'm also working on another one up there, and I won't show you that one yet. It'll be in my next live video. I'm sorry I haven't been on in the video category very often. My time has been chewed up with, eating. It's I hate eating. It's like it takes up so much time to eat a meal. Man, I can't scarf it real quick. I just, you know, the time just seems to just slip out because it's winter time, right? Right now what time is it? It says 6:40. So I've been awake for 6:40. I've been awake for 3 hours. So I've been awake since 3:30. And I do need to get to the mine. I haven't been out there for a couple days. My fingers are getting better. They're starting to heal. So I feel sick, nauseous, probably because I haven't eaten, because I hate eating. Anyway, I got a salad. Maybe that will suffice for me to eat. But anyway, I just wanted to let you guys look at my project, where I'm at, and all that stuff. So there's the bird. If I get him to stop shaking. There we go. So that's my bird. I got a little bit of wire stuck around down in him. Well, hands all grabbing out. Sticky stuff. Let's see. Man, that's something else I got to figure out. This little thing right here. Bye, Mrs. Artaki. Thank you. I wish you the best in your life. Thank you for being a part of my life, Mrs. Artaki. You be safe. You take care. You have your eyes open, and you always aware. Okay? Much love. So I'm getting close to signing off here because I don't have much more to talk about. And you can just watch the replay as it is, but these are the things I'm working on. This little dude here, I want him to have some legs of some sort, right? So he's got this long kind of arm right here. It's got a good swivel. It's got a dual swivel action. So I want to work that somehow, maybe into a pair of legs that I can work from this little hole right here. And once I work from that little hole, I'll be able to, then he'll have maybe some running legs or dancing legs, or I don't know. But right now it's just these. All right. So I'm gonna work on another one. So You take care, Miss Artaki. Much love. Be safe. Um, there we are. We'll see what happens because I'm limited with my parts supply. I've only got a couple thousand parts, so it's kind of hard to be able to fit actual nuts and bolts, threads, and everything uh, everything together along with the springs. So that's where I'm at. Y'all have a nice day. Be safe. I love you. I love all of you. Thank you for being a part of my life. You are much appreciated. Be safe. Take care.